In three, two, one. Bienvenidos, damis y caballeros, to the Emonize podcast. I am your host, and my name is Mark, and I'm joined by my co-host and friend.
Isaiah, nice to meet you.
So before we begin, if you guys want to check out the full episode of our podcast, it is on Spotify and Anchor. We are currently killing it on YouTube, and we just want to say thank you very much. And if you enjoy our content, please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. Now, our next topic is Jose Aldo retires. So I'm going to toss it to Isaiah to read everything.
Oh yeah, of course. So because this MMA news, like there was a fight this week, we weren't quite interested in it. I mean, if you guys were interested, let us know how it went. We just we had more important pressing things going on this weekend.
The only thing I can say about the fight was there were two fighters who got like really bad like gashes in their foreheads.
Oh, okay.
It's horrendous, man. It was bad. Like,
oh yeah, no, I heard about that. Like the doctor had to stop it, right? Or
I
something.
think both of them had like really bad gashes. So I think I sent you a picture of it.
I just saw a thumbnail of it. I'm not sure if you sent it to me.
But it was really bad. Like one of the fighters,
Ooh.
I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I didn't watch the UFC fight. I just saw it on my Twitter feed. All right.
Yeah, me too.
Don't crucify me.
Like both of us were busy this
Oh
weekend to watch that, and we're sorry. So if you guys think that fight was something like super pressing that we should have paid attention to, let us know in the comments.
We'll actually
You know,
watch
we'll
it.
we'll
We'll
keep
watch
repeating
it.
it. Yeah, we'll rewatch it, and yeah, you know what? You're right, Mister whatever your name is, or Miss or whatever.
Yeah, but one of the fighters had like a huge gash on his forehead, and man, it was so bad.
Oh.
Like you could see some of the actual inner tendons that connect that actually
Oh.
had like muscle control your eyebrows and your face. You could
Oh
see it.
man.
It was very bad. I was like, oh, it's like, this looks like some of my textbooks. But yeah. Outside of that, that's all I know from the fights. All right, that's all.
Yeah, me too. So if you again, if you guys want us to bring us the fight next week, let us know. We'll bring it up and we'll watch it in its entirety and we'll give you guys an opinion on it.
Yeah.
But until then, wasn't that interesting to us? That's just no disrespect to them. We just
Yeah,
we were
even
too
Joe
busy.
Rogan attended the Canelo fight, so
Oh yeah, see,
it is what
yeah,
it
wasn't that
is.
wasn't that impressive? But I'm pretty sure you guys were both good fighters. Well, if you guys blow up in other news, we'll pick you up. But since this section's pretty nice, short and sweet, I'll go ahead and take over. First big one. Well, obviously this is a huge one for MMA news. Has nothing to do with the fight or anything, but legendary fighter from the UFC, Jose Aldo, has retired from mixed martial arts. And if you guys don't know who Jose Aldo is it Jose or Jose?
Jose Aldo.
Jose, right? Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure I'm not a retard. But Jose Aldo has been like the definitive. I think he's featherweight, right?
Yeah.
So he has been the definitive featherweight champion prior to Conor McGregor. He was the definitive champion for 10 years. Can you imagine that? Like before he came across Conor McGregor, he has been that top spot for 10 years. That's insane. Um, no one really brings him up, unfortunately, for that. But people forget that Jose Aldo has been the definitive champion for a very long time. And he used to be, I don't know why he switched up. Obviously, maybe for health reasons or tear reasons or fracture reasons. But he used to have like a dumb hard low kick. That was his signature move before Conor McGregor. Maybe even a little bit after that, not sure. But he used to throw really hard low kicks, and they would demolish people just because of that. He wouldn't even like think about it. He would just throw it, and it would hurt so bad. So low kicks from hell, calf kicks he would throw, leg kicks he would throw. Oh my god. But then something happened with Conor McGregor, and you guys, everyone knows the story. You know, Conor McGregor got into his head like a lot, and just the fight ended in 13 seconds, and ever since then, it's been really hard for him to create like this comeback. Obviously, he hasn't seen Conor McGregor again after that. He's had some wins and then like a lot of some definitive losses here and there. So it's just unfortunate that nobody really, or not nobody, but not a lot of people know how good Jose Aldo was before the whole Conor McGregor thing. Um, so according to the MMA, this is from the news from MMA Junkie. They say that the one of the consensus greatest fighters of all time has retired from mixed martial arts. The king of Rio, Jose Aldo, recently informed the UFC of his plans to stop fighting. MMA Junkie confirmed the news with a source close to the situation, following initial reports Sunday from Brazilian outlet Combate. Aldo, 36, had one fight on his UFC contract at the time of his retirement. In recent weeks, retirement was speculated. Aldo mentioned it to opponent Merab Devalshvili. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. After a unanimous decision loss at UFC 278 in August. So the defeat snapped a three-fight winning streak for Jose Aldo. And Aldo steps away from MMA with a 21 to 7 UFC record, which is really good. And one of the most lengthy accolade lists in promotion history. He is a former two-time featherweight champion, former interim champion, and former WEC champion. And his 7 UFC featherweight title defenses rank first of all time. And he is also a six-time performance bonus winner. So I'm really sad that Jose Aldo had to end it like this. But I think there's a time for everyone, and that person only knows when their time is. Some some know it a little bit too late than others. We'll talk about that later. But what are your thoughts on Jose Aldo retiring?
I think it is. I think it's a good decision. Especially all the wars he's been in. Um,
Mm,
I think he just realized he's like, I don't think I have the motivation to wake up in the morning and train and go in the octagon and get punched in my face and get kicked.
yeah.
And I think that's what happens to a lot of top level fighters. That's what happened to a lot of fighters actually when they realize they don't want to get punched in the face anymore,
Mm,
um, to get paid for it. So
yeah.
I think it's big respects to Jose Aldo for retiring. He's been dominant for 10 years. 10 years, bro. 10
Yeah.
years. What were you doing 10 years ago?
What was I doing at 10? No, 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 no. This is like 10 years before he met Conor McGregor. So what was I
Oh,
even
dude.
doing then?
I was still a
Dude,
kid. I was still a kid.
I was I was a kid.
So that's crazy. And it's all I can say is like best wishes to Jose Aldo. He's made money.
Yep.
Just enjoy your retirement, man. Just enjoy it. Don't.
I hope, yeah, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I hope that he finds peace, you know. I hope that he finds it.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Just find peace, relax, enjoy life. That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Everyone will know you as a very dominant and very dangerous fighter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, the whole Conor McGregor debacle. This can segue into our next and last topic for the MMA side of things is Conor McGregor put out a post recently,
Mm-hmm.
and Conor McGregor looks absolutely jacked, right? So according to this is not the only source, but the source that I'm getting this from is the mirror.co.uk, and it talks about how Conor McGregor fans uh, admit fears for the UFC superstar after his film set transformation. So, um, according to this post, which was set on the 18th of September, Conor McGregor's fans are concerned that he will struggle to maintain his cardio within his UFC return and will gas out, quote unquote, gas out in 10 seconds. So the Irishman is coming to the end of his recovery from a broken leg suffered in his trilogy bout with Dustin Poirier in July of last year at UFC 264. And he is currently shooting a film with Jake Gyllenhaal in the Dominican Republic. He has shared photos and videos flexing his muscles and showing off his considerable muscle gains, but will have to trim down for his octagon comeback. So McGregor insisted that he will be returning at welterweight as opposed to lightweight, where he won his world title back in 2016 at UFC 205. But he right now he is said to be around 190, which is almost a stone and a half over the limit for the 170 division. So you have to lose 20 pounds for that. And he would need to trim down his muscles in order to be able to survive a 25-minute MMA contest. And dude, if you've seen the pictures, he is busted looking. He looks like he could kill somebody just by punching you once. And so the questions that I have for you, Mark, and the guys watching this, okay?
Uh,
So what do you guys think about Connor's new size? Right? Is he on steroids? And do you think he will be a good? This is an interesting question. Do you think he'll be a good actor? Since he's acting with Jake Gyllenhaal. And the last question is, will he come back to MMA? What do you think?
so let's talk about the new size. I think the new size is just if you want to be like in like a muscle building competition,
Mm.
great, 10 out of 10. But in terms of MMA, we
Mm-hmm.
all here can attest that Conor McGregor does not have good stamina at times, especially if it goes to the ground. And the division that he wants to go into, welterweight, with Kamaru Usman and Khamzat Chimaev
Oh
and
my
Kobe
God.
Covington, where they will take you down. Those three guys alone have like gas tanks, bro. And Gilbert Burns also has a gas tank. So I don't think his size is going to benefit much in MMA. I think it's going to be a lot more draining for him to lose 20 pounds to even make that weight limit now.
Ooh, that's 20 pounds, buddy.
Yeah, it's absolutely impossible for him to make lightweight, in my opinion. Now I'm looking at him, I'm like, I don't think he can make lightweight. And I think he's on steroids, but it's not on.
You think so?
I don't think it's like the steroids that you traditionally think, like performance enhancing drugs. I think this
Mm.
is steroids to help with the recovery process. You know, when you break a bone or anything like that, they do give you steroids,
Mm.
right? Whether this is anabolic steroids, that's a completely different thing. I can't assess that from the picture. But according to other people, all right, other people who are like weightlifters and bodybuilders, they think he's on anabolic steroids, uh,
Mm.
based on hair loss and like just how like profusely huge his head has gotten over the years, right? I couldn't attest to that because I am not a weightlifter and I have no knowledge on anabolic steroids. But from
Mm.
a medical standpoint, right, when you have such a serious injury like that, steroids are used to help with the recovery process, right? So from that standpoint, I can say he's on steroids because, again, if you have an asthma attack that's really bad, they give you steroids to help you.
Absolutely.
So he had like a very hard traumatic bodily injury into his what was this, his shin? Or his was it
His
his
yeah,
tibula?
his basically the shin. I mean, it's split like right where Chris Weidman and
Snapped.
like Anderson Silva, yeah, like they're all the same. They all have the same injury.
Yeah, so I think yeah, he's on steroids for recovery process, for the purpose of recovery. And
Hmm.
do I think he'll be a good actor? Yeah, I think so. He's a great showman, right?
He is.
He's a great showman, so I have no doubts he's going to be a great actor. Will he come back to the MMA, bro? That is highly unlikely as of right now. I personally don't think he's gonna come back. One
Hmm.
reason being, dude, he's 190, right? He has to lose 20 pounds to reach 170. That's gonna be tough, especially if the motivation isn't there anymore. Like I don't think he has that motivation anymore because he has a Lamborghini yacht that he lives on.
Woo.
He's making money on movies. He has like so many different avenues of income now.
Hmm.
So I personally don't see him coming back to the MMA, into the octagon, to UFC. But
Damn.
if he does, man, it's gonna be a hard time for him to face anyone at 170. Let's just be honest. I don't think he's winning against Kamaru Usman. I don't think he's winning against Colby Covington. He's gonna get mauled by Khamzat Chimaev. Uh, it'd be a good fight between him and Leon Edwards. I still feel like Edwards is gonna win that. In terms of anyone else, who else is on 170? Darren Till. I think Darren Till's like one of the other ones that I would see. I could see him fighting.
Darren Till hasn't like he's tried to fight, especially since he's under Khamzat Chimaev's team, but I think he got injured recently. I don't know why. And then plus the DUI thing. I don't know what's going on with Darren Till thing. I don't know what's going on with Darren Till, man.
But I
I just
think
hope he's doing okay.
I think that's the only one I could see him fighting.
Darren Till versus Conor McGregor. That'd be a very good fight for Darren Till's end.
Yeah,
He's making money.
I don't
He's making
think
money.
I don't think Connor's gonna take any of the other fights I mentioned.
No, yeah, I think. Well, the thing is, right? Conor is such a weird position right now because from Dana's perspective, right? Conor is just actionable for any promoter, any president. Conor McGregor is a money maker. Have him in any fight, that thing will automatically sell out. It will sell out anything by a large margin. So it's not like you can necessarily talk about if he's going to be a good fight or not. Everyone knows, any fighter knows that if you go against Conor McGregor, you're making bank. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, you're making bank.
Mhm.
Um, so he's in such a weird position right now where like I think he should just enjoy what he has and step away from MMA entirely.
Well, the thing
Um,
is, he's still contractually I think I don't know if he's
is
obligated,
he?
but he's still under contract by the UFC to fight.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
so.
Well then, I don't know, man. The way that I see it right now and the vision that he wants to go into, just like you said, I think he would get demolished in there. He hasn't, in order for him to survive in there, he'd have to go through a lot more than what's worth it for him financially and mentally and physically. Because anyone within that division can kill him. Kamzat can kill him. Um, even though Kamar Usman has a chin, I mean, it had its chin clocked. Um,
He doesn't need to. He can always take him down to the ground.
yeah, I don't think Kamar Usman's gonna go hand to hand with that dude. I know Connor can work on his ground game all he wants, but Kamar Usman is still, even though he got knocked out,
That was
he is
dangerous.
he's absolutely dangerous in there. And I think Connor is just in a very golden spot right now where he can easily just walk away and enjoy the rest of his life for a very long time. But I don't know what it's like for him. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what kind of stresses he's going under, or what he wants to do. It's hard to wake up in not silver, in silk sheets, right? Um, I don't think I would want to answer whether he would come back to MMA. I think he shouldn't come back to MMA. He's done good enough, and he's in a good spot to retire right now. Which is, again, we'll go on to the next topic, which I think this is a good segue for it.
Thank you guys for listening to the M&I's podcast. If you enjoyed our content or have anything to say about the things we talked about, please like, comment, and subscribe.
For sure, we're improving every day, and we always strive to bring you the absolute best. See you guys.